The week I caught the lunker Monday morning. It was early in the morning, and the sun was just peeking over the horizon. My dad and I loaded up our fishing gear and headed to the lake. I was so excited because this was going to be the week I'd catch the biggest fish. Or at least, that's what I hoped. As we cast our lines into the water, I felt the breeze on my face and watched the ripples across the lake. Dad's line tugged, and before I knew it, he reeled in a big fish. I looked at it with wide eyes, but I couldn't help feeling a little sad. Why not me? I thought. I didn't catch anything that day, but Dad told me not to give up. Fishing takes patience, he said with a wink. Tuesday, the next day, we fished in a new spot, hoping for better luck. I cast my line with all my might, thinking, maybe today is the day. But once again, Dad's line tugged first. He caught another fish, even bigger than yesterday. I watched as he reeled it in, my excitement turning to disappointment. Maybe tomorrow, I whispered to myself. Wednesday came, and this time we went to a new lake, one Dad said was famous for having plenty of fish. This is it, I thought, gripping my fishing rod. The water shimmered in the sunlight, and I could see fish jumping in the distance. But as I cast my line, hoping for a bite, it was Dad who got lucky again. He reeled in fish after fish, while I sat there, still waiting. Why can't I catch one? I wondered. But Dad gave me a reassuring smile. Fishing is more about the experience than the fish, he said. I wasn't sure if I agreed just yet. On Thursday, we headed to the river. The sound of the rushing water was calming, and I felt hopeful again. This time, I told myself, I'll catch a fish for sure. But the river had other plans. As I cast my line, I felt a sharp pain in my finger. Ouch. I got a sliver from my fishing pole. Dad, of course, caught 5 fish that day. 5. I tried not to let it bother me, but inside, I was frustrated. I just want one fish, I sighed. By Friday, I was feeling tired and a little defeated. Maybe I need a break, I told Dad. But he wasn't ready to give up on me. Come on, he said, let's give it one more try. This time, give it your best effort. So I did. I cast my line with all my strength and waited, but still, no fish. Dad caught a few more, but that didn't surprise me anymore. I was just glad to spend time with him, even if I didn't catch anything. Saturday came, and I could feel in my arms. They were sore from all the casting. Dad and I returned to the lake, where we had started on Monday. By now, I was getting pretty good at casting my line and reeling it in, but still, the fish seemed to avoid me. Dad, on the other hand, continued to pull in fish after fish. Maybe fishing just isn't for me, I thought, feeling a little down. Sunday, the big day. Sunday arrived, and with it, a fresh sense of hope. Dad woke me up bright and early, and we headed to the lake one last time. As the boat rocked gently on the water, I cast my line and silently made a wish. Just one fish, please. Suddenly, I felt a sharp tug on my line. My heart leaped. This was it. The reel began to scream as the line zipped through the water. I grabbed the rod tightly, excitement bubbling up inside me. The fish fought hard, pulling and splashing, but I held on tight. I reeled it in slowly, my arms shaking from the effort. My dad watched in awe, cheering me on. As the fish came closer to the boat, we both gasped. It was enormous. The biggest fish I had ever seen. It's the lunker, Dad shouted. The fish shimmered in the sunlight, its scales reflecting colors like a rainbow. After what felt like forever, I finally pulled it into the boat. I couldn't believe my eyes. I had done it. I had caught the biggest fish in the lake. My eyes gleamed with pride as I held up my trophy. Dad smiled at me with a look that said, I knew you could do it. It was a week I'd never forget. I learned that patience, perseverance, and enjoying the journey were what fishing was really all about. And as we headed back to shore, with the lunker safely in tow, I felt like the happiest kid in the world.